Hey, what's up guys, That Ninja here, coming to you guys with, Walking Dead Season 2, where I continued off. There's no commentary at all in the first, second, or third parts, and I decided to go back and re-record parts 4 and 5, and then in the second episode, it's still when I thought I was going to make a new channel, so I may not curse or do anything as often, and also, I might lose my composure over something. Oh, no, I forgot to put peroxide on it. No. Back out. Let me back out. Let me back the F out.
No. Just like last time. Just how Krista showed me.
Krista did not show you shishnit. Back out. Put that down and let me put peroxide on you. Stop breathing so hard, Glam. Jeez. What I notice is when you get older, peroxide does not hurt as much. Or neither does getting cut or anything. Oh, and one piece of advice, if I was Clementine, I would have put my arm in the vise. To keep it still. While I did the peroxide anyway. And right. Alright, Clemmy, put it up. I mean, pull it up. Why the facial expressions like that, though? I apologize, like, I know I say this a lot in videos, but for having like extended periods of time of being quiet, because I don't really have anything to say, and I don't want to say anything completely stupid, or say anything that does not even pertain to what's happening in the game, or what's happening, like, the subject I'm talking about. And one thing I said when I was recording this for the first time in, not in, but back when I was acting like Shy Guy, air quotes, I raised a quote. In The Last of Us, I've noticed, even if you get shot in the leg, or shot in the arm, or the shoulder, you always seem to heal your wounds by putting a bandage on your wrist, even though that wasn't the part that was harmed. Alright, hammer time. Break time. Let go of me. Right now. Get off of me. On the reason I decided to do commentary on The Walking Dead Season 2 is because A, I didn't have a chance to in Walking Dead Season 1. I did do a full commentated playthrough of 400 Days, but it wasn't interesting at all, or like the quality was terrible. So I decided just to go straight forward and just record Season 2 and show my actions of the previous season, and 400 Days should show my actions
Holy shit.
in the second episode of season 2.
How the hell did it get in here? Little girl's tough as nails.
Are you all right?
I'm still not bitten. I never was. And you left me out here to die.
All I know is on my channel, I kind of want
patched
to play a
yourself
lot
up?
more Telltale
Where'd you
games.
get that stuff?
Because
This doesn't
Telltale
change a
games are
thing.
usually
She hasn't done anything. Though.
I did. I took stuff.
have
and I'm
a
sorry.
very great story.
I
Like
really am.
I
And
might
you
start
think you can
playing
trust
The Wolf
her?
Among Us. I'm
God
gonna
damn
play
it, don't
Tales
even
from the
start.
Borderlands.
Any of you would have done the same if you were
Whenever
half as tough
those
as this
release, I
little girl.
really hope they
So
release
just
soon
save
because it is killing me. Because I was
Bring
such a
her
big
in,
fan of
and I'll take a look
Borderlands,
at
and I
her
want
arm.
to see what Telltale Games can do with that.
Look, it's sneaking around out here. We better get inside.
And I
You
played the
hungry?
demo for The Wolf Among Us' first episode, and I completely loved it. So, there's that, and hopefully we get some good feedback and stuff from those games, and we get what we all expect out of those games. Even though Telltale Games can far exceed anybody's expectations. But that's just my opinion. You have your own opinions, I'm sure.
This might hurt a little.
Ow.
How's she look?
Her suturing skills need some work, but otherwise, I say she should be fine.
So, it wasn't a lurker bite?
No, it was not.
If it was, the fever would have already set in, and her temperature would be through the roof.
Even though Lee is a stone-cold badass, and he was able to save Clem with a bite on his arm, cutting it off, and getting through a crowd of zombies using only a meat cleaver. Without getting bitten, I
I
might
wish
add.
you wouldn't have done what
Again.
you did.
What do you mean?
You manipulated my daughter.
I asked for her help.
She's not someone you can just ask for help. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but there are a few things you need to know about my daughter.
Okay.
She isn't like you. You may not get that initially, but once you're around her for a while, you'll understand.
Even though Sarah's,
She knew
15
how
and she
bad the
needs
world
to
is.
act older than
It's
Clementine
really
acts.
like out
Clementine
there.
acts like she's
She would
freaking 20.
cease to function. She's my little girl.
Well, not entirely,
She's
but
all I have left, and I would ask that you stay away from her.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's okay. You're forgiven. Just don't make any more mistakes.
And usually while the characters are talking like the same I'm doing with Red Dead Redemption, I'm going to be quiet so you can get the feel for the story. Unless I'm flipping out over what just happened.
Hey, brought you some food if you're hungry.
Happy face.
That's gonna leave one hell of a scar.
Better than losing it.
You can say that again. Scars? They're way cooler than stumps.
I wonder if her reaction would have
Nothing.
changed if you wouldn't have cut
I
Lee's
just had
arm
a
off.
friend who lost his arm once. That's all.
It just
Hey,
kind of
look.
blows my mind how much her
I just want to say
voice,
I'm
even
sorry
though Melissa
for-
Hutchinson's still doing her
for being a dick
voice,
out there. I got kind of aggro, and that was
is still doing her voice, is that has the voice talent to play young Clementine all throughout the first season, and then a little bit in the second season, and then so quickly make her sound so much older.
definitely not cool. Nick's been known to go off every once in a while. Don't hold it against him. Yeah, I guess we all have our moments. You definitely had one out there.
You were just protecting your friends. I get it.
I didn't mean to be so harsh. I just... we had a bad experience once.
We've all had bad experiences.
The
Nick
gurgles.
lost his mom. We took care of someone who got bit.
It was my fault.
It was no one's fault. We thought we could control it, but we couldn't. And then she turned, and his mom was standing right there, and she got attacked. And there was nothing we could do about it. Anyway, hopefully you understand.
I do. Yeah.
You got that backwards, Clem. The dialogue box said yeah, I do, not I do, yeah. God. Just kidding. You can say what you want. I know you'll say the right thing.
So, since you're pretty much on your own, what's your plan?
Maybe I could stay here for a little bit, if that's alright.
I've got no problem with it.
Do you think everyone else will be okay with it?
Well, they'll just have to deal. Besides, it makes sense to let you heal and take some time to sort things out. At least for a little while. So, what happened to your parents? If you don't mind me asking.
See right there? I think he's the
Yeah,
same
I
voice
assume-
actor that
well,
played as Ben. Because when he says, when you don't mind me asking, he sounds exactly like Ben.
What happened to them is what happened to just about everyone's parents. You're just so young. Didn't think you could have made it on your own for so long, but maybe you did.
Other people took care of me, if that's what you're asking.
I was just curious on how you made it this far.
I just tried to stay with good people and not do anything dumb.
Hey, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
My parents went on vacation and left me with a babysitter. And they never came back. We went to Savannah to find them, but they were already dead.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Telltale Games like to make a lot of tear-jerking stories. Like, whenever you hear her talk about the first season, the
This
story,
man,
it kind of brings a tear to your eye. Honestly, it brings a tear to my eye every time I play through the whole Walking Dead season 1, because I'll end up forgetting what happened in the fifth episode, while playing through the first one.
found me and took care of me. We met up with other survivors and we all tried to make it. But it didn't work. His name was Lee. He taught me how to survive. He's the reason I keep my hair short.
What happened to him?
I ran away. I was stupid. There was a man who said he knew my parents. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I ran away, and Lee died because of it.
Maybe he would have died anyways.
It was my fault. Sometimes people die because of me.
Like Ben and Lee and Ken and me.
I hate to interrupt, but I'm out there standing watch and I can't help but notice this place is lit up like a goddamn beacon in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, it's time to turn in anyways.
Now get your winks while you can, because we're going fishing at first light. Couple fresh brookies for dinner? Wouldn't that be nice?
Also, I heard of an announcement called the Telltale Tool. I have no idea if it's real or not, but it lets you, from what I read, it lets you create games like The Walking Dead and everything with its own story and voice acting and everything, and let you make the game.
Oh,
I think
you're
that would be
still
pretty
here.
cool for them to release on Steam to the public, so they can have a community page where people are like, okay, I made this game, do you want to try it out? Or even if it's good enough,
I
if
wouldn't
people
get
put enough
comfortable if I
dedication
were
into
you.
it, they could actually sell it, and Telltale Games could kind of make a little profit off of it.
Luke invited me to stay.
Good for him, but that's not how things work around here. We make decisions as a group, and you're wearing out your welcome. You got what you came here for. Now go.
But I know for Telltale Games it's not about the money, it's about making the great story and making people feel and experience like they've never felt before.